Let's start with the dangerous ones and work our way up to the most banned ones. Dogo Canario or Presa Canario. Now, this is no fluffy pooch you bring home to cuddle with the kids or the family cat. This breed is all business, raised on the Canary Islands for guarding, herding, and yeah, even a bit of the old underground dogfighting back when that was still legal there. Some say they have a suspicious nature towards strangers, like my German grandma eyeing an unfamiliar cake recipe. Now, why the ban? Well, these guys have a bite force of 540 psi, enough to snap through bone like a fresh pretzel. But there are also tragic incidents on record, like the one in Coral Springs when a Presa Canario attacked its owner Shauna Wiley in her own backyard. After her young daughter ran for help, police arrived only to be confronted by the aggressive dog, which forced them to take it down. Sadly, Shauna did not survive the attack, and to this day the reason behind it remains unknown. With their bulky 145 pounds and protective instincts on high alert, it's no wonder Australia and New Zealand have barred them from their borders. Akita, Japan's answer to a lion in dog form. Originating from the chilly northern mountains of Japan, this breed was traditionally a guardian and bear hunter. Yeah, that's what I call a dog. These guys have a cute fluffy mane and they look like they'd be the ultimate cuddle buddy, but don't be fooled. Beneath all that lies a muscular, lean build, making them serious protectors. There are actually two types, the Akita Inu, a pure Japanese strain, and the larger mixed American Akita. And it's these American ones that are considered a bit more on the dangerous side, and they're also bigger. Yeah, sure, they can be super playful and they're also super intelligent, but they are also known for being aggressive towards strangers and highly territorial. Not ideal if you have a lot of cats or friends that come visit. No surprise for me, they are banned in Singapore and Malaysia, considered dangerous in Spain and restricted in Bermuda and Ireland. Incidents aren't just hearsay either. In Ireland, a woman nearly lost her arm after a 2-hour struggle with an Akita, and another 2017 attack in Arizona proved fatal. Czechoslovakian Wolfdog, or as I call it, the German Shepherd with a wolfish twist. This breed was whipped up as an experiment in 1955 by crossing German Shepherds with Carpathian Grey Wolves. The goal? Blend a shepherd's loyalty with the raw strength and stamina of a wolf. These fluffers were often used for border patrol, search and rescue, guard dogs, tracking and herding in Europe and the United States. Yeah, sure, they can be very loyal to their humans, but they are not exactly strangers' best friends, and don't even mention strange animals. They are extremely fearless, fast, highly unpredictable, and have an exceptionally strong prey drive. Without early training, their suspicion levels go straight to DEFCON 1, and they can be super unpredictable around unfamiliar children as well. Up to 25 inches tall and weighing around 66 pounds, these wolf dogs look the part too. 40 US states and countries like Norway have completely banned them, deeming them too risky, and for good reason. In 2020, an Italian woman was mauled to death by her 5 pet Czechoslovakian Wolfdogs, and in 2023, a 3-month-old infant was killed by its family's pet hybrid wolfdog in Alabama. Fila Brasileiro, Brazil's powerhouse protector bred way back in the 1400s, packs some serious punch in every sense. Known as the Brazilian Mastiff, this massive dog isn't just a cuddly companion. They used to help with cattle herding, big game hunting, and even brought back escaped slaves in the 18th century Brazil when this was still a thing. 110 pounds of muscle and a heavy, broad head. These guys definitely look intimidating, but they are also fiercely loyal. Strangers are seen as automatic threats though, like a little schnitzel snack I eat for lunch, and they won't hesitate to go full guard mode when they smell danger. This super strong drive to protect has earned it bans all over the map. Norway, UK, Australia, Hong Kong and Cyprus. In Germany and Trinidad and Tobago, these pups are also seen as dangerous. Why? Cause there are many incidents, from one dog attacking a caretaker to another killing 2 mini dachshunds it saw as competition. With these dogs you're getting a loyal guardian, but don't expect them to join the local doggy daycare anytime soon. Only for the brave. Cane Corso, Italy's heavyweight champion. Originally bred for hunting big game and herding cattle, these guys are sturdy like German tanks. Imagine a furry bouncer at a club that just doesn't take any bribes. These doggos pack a bite force of 700 pounds per square inch. Oh boy, that's like getting your foot caught in a bear trap. Ow! Yeah, they weigh up to 155 pounds, but that's pure muscle. Even Arnie in his prime would have been jealous. But hold your schnitzels, my brothers and sisters. With great power comes great responsibility. These cane corsi have a high prey drive, meaning that anything that moves might look like a potential snackerino for them. That includes small pets and sometimes even kids. If they see a little one running around, they might think they are chasing after dinner. I would not have my son around any of these. So their owners need to be strong leaders, otherwise these furry beasts might try to take charge of your household. Now, there's also been some serious incidents involving these fluff balls, including attacks on children in the UK and the US. Because of this, they are banned in places like Bermuda and India and considered dangerous in countries like Ukraine and Belarus. Doberman Pinscher, a sleek muscular masterpiece straight from Germany with the efficiency of a Mercedes and the dedication of a Swiss watchmaker. Back in the day, they cut the ears and the tail of these poor guys. That's now illegal though, which made them look way more fierce. My neighbor had one of these, scared the heck out of me when my football flew into his garden and his Doberman came running towards me when I tried to get it. These guys were bred in the 1890s by Louis Doberman, a tax collector who figured a tough dog might help him on his rounds and probably demand some taxes of its own. Now, Dobermänner are known for their intelligence, alertness and relentless loyalty, almost like they have a sixth sense for spotting a suspicious character. Some even say they are too smart for their own good. While studies show Dobermans rate relatively high for stranger-directed aggression, they are not aggressive toward their owners. With other dogs, they are somewhere in the middle, not the friendliest at the dog park, not the worst troublemakers. But thanks to their size, strength and protective instincts, a Doberman's bite is something to be taken seriously since they don't mess around. That's why Dobermans face restrictions or bans in countries like Ireland, Romania and Qatar and certain US states, but there are definitely way worse breeds. Bandogge. This isn't your typical purebred pup. These hulks are the result of centuries of crossbreeding mastiffs, pitbulls and bulldogs into more of a workhorse than a house pet. Originating in medieval England around the 13th century, the name Bandogge actually refers to their job, chained during the day, then unleashed at night to guard the property, take down poachers or hunt. These beasts are as imposing as they are versatile. 140 pounds, broad skulls and a bite force of up to 730 psi. That's like getting hit by a car, my friend. If you're a little sissy, don't even bother. Bandogges need a strong leader who's consistent and, let's be honest, maybe just a tad fearless. Or it'll be your house he ends up guarding against you. Still, these guys are highly intelligent and incredibly loyal once they are brought up right. But make no mistake, if untrained, they likely exhibit dominant and even aggressive behaviors. They also love running and have a high prey drive, so letting one off the leash around smaller animals is like launching a predator missile after a bird. And if you're a first-time owner thinking you're a tough guy, think again. They are banned in countries like India, Belarus, Romania and Switzerland for a reason. American Bully XL, a modern breed created to be the ideal companion, but in the wrong hands, he's turning into a rascal real quick. They were bred for loyalty and presence, not to be your average lapdog. With its stocky, muscular build and that classic bully swagger, it's like the bulldog world's version of the cool kid at school. But let's be real, this is one powerhouse of a pup demanding training and discipline, and without it, things can go south fast. These dogs have a mix of traits that can make them loyal protectors or, if they are improperly bred or raised, a major danger. The XL Bully has been behind a number of serious incidents. In fact, the UK government stepped in after reports that XL bullies were involved in more than half of fatal dog attacks in the country from 2021 to 23. As of December 2023, they're officially on the UK's Dangerous Dogs Act list, which means any Bully XL in public has to be leashed, muzzled and handled with the high-stakes pooch it is. American bullies are also banned in Turkey, the Emirates and face restrictions in Ireland and Germany. Rottweiler, or as we Germans originally call them, Rottweiler Metzgerhund, the butcher's dog of Rottweil. This powerhouse of a pup has been around since Roman times, marching alongside legions, guarding cattle, and of course protecting the butcher's precious meats. So if you're after a loyal, muscular companion who'd defend you and your schnitzel, a Rottweiler might just be your type. Built like and stubborn as a tank, Rottweilers are famous for their strength and protective instincts. These days, you'll more likely find them as a search and rescue dog, police canines, or trusty family guardians. With their powerful frame and legendary watchfulness, Rottweilers tend to be as friendly to strangers as a locked vault. They'll bond closely with family though and show deep loyalty. That said, training one of these Rotties takes commitment. Males especially can be like teaching a bear ballet. Doable, but with plenty of patience. The reward is worth it though. Still, Rottweilers are banned or restricted in Spain, France, Italy and various US cities. They've also occasionally made the news topping dangerous dog lists. My mother-in-law has one of these, and still to this day I don't trust this dog fully with my son. Dogo Argentino, or however you pronounce these guys. You might know them as Argentina's take on a muscular, fancy pitbull, bred to tackle big game like wild boar, peccaries, and yep, even pumas. In the 1920s, a young student decided to create the ultimate catch dog, one that would have the toughness of the old Cordoba fighting dog, but with a little extra bulk and a lot more muscle. And voila, the Dogo Argentino was born. Now, these big boys pack a punch. Even with their 100 pounds, they are fast, agile, and even have the instincts to be trained for police or military work. But there's a little catch. Owning one of these is like handling a loaded firecracker. These dogos, they need a firm and experienced owner who knows what's up. These guys can be aggressive with other dogs, strangers, or even familiar faces if they are not trained right from day one. And while they've got the heart of a lion, they are not exactly a child-friendly choice either, or ideal for your grandma unless she's a retired wrestler. Still, as a guardian, the Dogo Argentino has it all. But they don't have the best rep, especially after incidents like the 2017 LA jogger mauling or that 2024 case in France where a dogo decided to keep his owner's arm as a souvenir. So no surprise they are banned in Australia, Cyprus, Norway and plenty of other places. Tosa Inu, the heavyweight in the world of dog breeds. Known as the Japanese Mastiff, this one's a rare and serious fighter straight out of Japan, bred for size and power. These are some truly big boys, with international versions topping 200 pounds, standing up to 32 inches tall. They are built like a fortress. The Tosa has an impressive bloodline as well, boosted by breeds like the Old English Bulldog, Mastiff, Saint Bernard and even Great Danes and Bull Terriers. Back in the 1920s and 30s, Tosa breeding in Japan was all the rage, with over 5,000 breeders working to create a perfect gladiator. Those poor dogs. Tosas are aloof with strangers and they are super watchful of other dogs or intruders. If they don't have an incredibly disciplined owner, they might challenge them for the leadership role, so if you're a softie, these are not for you. There have also been attacks on humans that did not end well, like a 2019 incident in Japan when an elderly man tragically lost his life to a Tosa he was caring for, or that South Korean case the same year where a Tosa attacked and killed a woman. No big surprise they are banned or restricted in a list as long as my beer receipt on the Oktoberfest. Norway, Austria, the UK, the Emirates, New Zealand, France, the list goes on and on. American Pitbull Terrier. Imagine a dog with the tenacity of Mike Tyson, the strength of the Mountain and, well, the PR problems of an Andrew Tate. These dogs descended from the old bull and terrier types of England, originally bred for blood sports like bear baiting until that was banned. They were brought to America in the late 19th century, where they found a new purpose as catch dogs for cattle and hogs and as devoted family companions. The Pitbull is known for its loyalty, strength and a bit of extra pep in its step. They're like the canine energizer bunnies with muscles. They can climb, run and pull weight like Ronnie Coleman in his prime. which means if you're going to own one, you better have a fence that's built like a wall. But their history in dogfighting gives them a bad rep. Bred for endurance and strength, they were often chosen for this illegal blood sport, and as a result, they are known to be very dog aggressive, even today. While pit bulls might only make up about 6% of the dog population, statistics on dog bites and injuries don't support them either. But they also get misidentified constantly. Almost any short-haired, stocky dog gets labeled as a pit bull, and that doesn't do wonders for their reputation either. All this led to widespread bans in the UK, Australia, Germany, Denmark, many US states. You get the idea. They are probably the most banned dog breed around.